Hello, I'm Micker410 and welcome to my channel where I focus on 3-inch revolvers and firearms chambered in the 410 bore shot shell. Let's check out today's video.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. In today's video, we sort of have a strange one. In our previous testing, we have discovered that 200 grain 45 Schofield cowboy loads from Choice Ammunition and 40 grain 22 long rifle loads from Arms Corps, when fired out of our 3-inch Diamondback sidekick with the bird's head grip, or our 2-inch Taurus Judge Poly Protector, they both get right around 75 foot-pounds of energy, which is interesting, to say the least, because they are significantly different in size. 200 grains and 45 caliber versus 40 grains and 22 caliber is a very, very big difference. So what we're going to do today is we're going to find out, what does that mean? What does the same foot-pounds of energy, about 75, which is very low in the world of firearms, but across two vastly different weights and calibers, actually equate into in performance? So we're going to shoot them both into our plastilina clay and into a tiny brick of ballistics gelatin that came with the ballistics gelatin kit that I ordered last year. So I didn't know what I was going to do with that little block of ballistics gel, and now we know. We're going to find out what it means out of these two bullets that are physically very different, but mathematically on paper are almost identical. So yeah, I'm going to bring you guys in closer so that you can get a nice view on what the two bullets look like. They're both solid tipped, so there's no hollow point shenanigans to maybe influence how they perform. Both of them should just do nice little ice pick type penetrations, but who knows how far it's going to actually be and if it's going to be close into in the performance or not. So like I said, I'll bring you guys closer and you can take a look, and then we'll get all of this set up and we'll just shoot them on out. Okay, so there they are. They couldn't be physically any more different. And those are the firearms we're going to shoot them out of. All right, let's do this. Okay, everyone, we've got everything all set up. We're going to shoot the Diamondback Bird's Head 22 Arms Corps first, up about there, and then we're going to try to do the 45 Schofield out of the Judge Poly Protector down there. I'm relatively close on this because it's such a small block. Nope. All right. All right, that was a nice shot with the 22 long rifle. Man, that went in a little bit further than I thought it would. Let's check out how the 45 Schofield does. All right. Well, well, that's interesting, folks. The 22 got caught right there, and the 45 Schofield zipped. And the 45 Schofield zipped clean through. So, again, that was a little fuzzy there. The 22 long rifle, it got caught nicely, and the 45 Schofield went clean through, was not caught. Okay, so, all right, our results are a little surprising. The 22 long rifle was caught at about 8.5 inches into the gel block, which is only 9 inches long. And the 45 Schofield has a clean track right underneath it and shot clean through the brick. And we didn't catch it. Let's see, but you can see it there. Boop, and right on out. All right, excellent. Let's try the clay. Okay, everyone. That ballistics gel result was a little surprising. The 45 Schofield just kept on going, clean through the gel. So I guess that extra mass led to retention of momentum, even though they had the same energy. And let's see how it works with the clay. First, we're going to do the 22 LR on top and the 45 Schofield on the bottom. All right, let's take a look. Well, that's interesting. So we've got our 22 long rifle right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoop, caught it. It went clean through the 22 long rifle. There we go. There we go. Went clean through, but did not penetrate into the brick behind it. Whereas our Schofield is caught in this brick. So in the clay, the Schofield had less penetration than the 22 long rifle. And in the ballistics gel, the Schofield had greater penetration. Okay. Well, everyone, you saw the results. They're not that crazy, but they're a lot better than I thought they'd be for just 75-ish foot-pounds of energy. The 45 just kept that momentum going, clean through the ballistics gel, more than 9 inches of penetration, who knows how many. 22 did about 8.5, which is what we got out of the other ballistics gel penetrations with it, so we know that this gel is pretty much good. And then the clay did surprisingly well as well. You know, the penetration, both of them did what I expected them to do. So the answer to the question is, what's the difference? Well, quite literally, you just seem to get a bigger hole with the same amount of energy, about the same amount of disruption. Let me take that back. The disruption you're getting is what you would expect from that diameter bullet. Nothing more, nothing less, for as long as it goes. So the 45 Schofield seems like it has quite an interesting use as, honestly, as pest control. Fairly accurate pest control out of some of our longer rifles. The Rossi Schofield, or the Rossi survival rifle, is pretty much dead on. Same thing with the Brawler. And I've had pretty good results with my various Taurus Judges with it. So if you're looking for something that will put a bigger hole in a pest than a 22, but not have much more kick than a 22, that 45 Schofield might do it. Matter of fact, it probably would. So that's some interesting results to me. You know, nothing life-changing in how I view physics and this kind of testing. Yeah, I guess we'll call it there. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed that one. It was neat for me to see this. I hope it's neat for you guys to see that what kind of results you get out of the same foot-pounds of energy with such vastly different sized bullets. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.